The majority of people are losing the war for their own future because they cannot stop talking. They are bleeding energy through their mouths. They think that by speaking louder, they will finally be heard. They believe that by constantly explaining themselves, they will finally be respected. But the world does not respect noise. The world yields to power. And real power is completely silent. Look at your life right now. Look at the goals you announced to everyone last year. Look at the dreams you shared over coffee or posted on your social media status or whispered to people who didn't even care about your success. Where are those dreams now? They died the moment they left your lips. You traded the execution for the validation of applause you hadn't even earned yet. You let your energy leak. Right now, in this very moment, there is a massive gap between the person you are and the person you are desperately supposed to become. It is a dangerous gap if you stay the same, if you keep reacting to every insult, if you keep trying to prove your worth to people who are content with being average, you will drown in the noise. The year 2026 is moving at a speed the world has never seen before. The distractions are louder. The algorithms are hungrier. The chaos is absolute. If you do not learn how to anchor yourself in absolute stillness, you will be swept away. But there is a catch. Most people think staying silent means being weak. They think it means sitting in the corner, swallowing your pride, and letting people walk all over you. They think silence is the weapon of the defeated. They are entirely wrong. Silence is not submission. Silence is strategy. It is the ultimate flex of a high-value mindset. When Priyanka Chopra stepped onto the global stage, she didn't win by trying to blend into the background, nor did she win by screaming for attention. She won by mastering her presence. She won by knowing exactly when to speak, but more importantly, by knowing the lethal power of holding her tongue. Listen closely. The people who win in this new era are not the ones making the most noise. They are the ones who have learned to move like ghosts. They build in the dark. They execute without a sound, and they let their success make the noise for them. If you want to claim that magnetic presence, if you want to become truly unstoppable, you must master the 3 psychological pillars of absolute silence. Here is the first pillar. You must learn to stop previewing your life. Human psychology has a profound flaw. The moment you tell someone what you are going to do, your brain experiences a trick. It releases dopamine. It gives you the premature feeling of satisfaction. You feel like you have already accomplished the goal just because you talked about it. So what happens next? Your drive dies. Your hunger evaporates. You feel satisfied with the mere idea of success, and you never actually do the hard work required to achieve it. High-value individuals do not preview their lives. They do not give free trailers to people who haven't bought a ticket to the main show. When you are working on a new project, when you are transforming your body, when you are changing your career path, you tell absolutely no one. You let them assume you are still the same old person. Let them think you are sleeping. Let them think you have given up. Let them believe whatever comfortable lie helps them sleep at night. Because while they are talking about what they used to do, you are silently engineering what you are about to do. You must become a riddle they cannot solve. When you walk into a room, people should feel the weight of your energy before you even open your mouth. That only happens when your mind is not cluttered with the need for external approval. But how do you handle the people who actively try to trigger you? This brings us to the second pillar, the mastery of emotional non-reactivity. The world is full of emotional bait. People will insult you, they will doubt you, they will throw passive-aggressive comments your way just to see how you respond. Why? Because your reaction gives them power. When you get angry, when you start defending yourself, when you raise your voice to match theirs, you have just handed them the remote control to your emotional state. You have let them win. Think about the last time someone tried to disrespect you. What did you do? You probably argued. You probably spent hours in your own head rehearsing what you should have said back. You wasted your precious mental bandwidth on an absolute nobody. Here is what you do instead. You look them dead in the eye and you say absolutely nothing. You let their words hang in the air like poison they have to swallow themselves. A silent stare is the most unsettling response a human being can encounter. It screams that their opinion holds zero value in your world. It shows that you are so grounded in your own identity that their little storms cannot even rustle your leaves. When you refuse to react, you force them to confront their own insignificance. You take all the power back. You must realize that your attention is the most expensive currency you own. Stop spending it on cheap people. Stop giving away your peace of mind just because someone decided to bark at you. Most people get this completely wrong because they think they need to have the last word to win an argument. The person who needs the last word is the person who is insecure. The person who wins is the one who steps out of the arena entirely and lets the idiot fight with the air. Now listen to this very carefully, because the third pillar is where the real magic happens. You must cultivate a vacuum of mystery. We live in an age of digital exhibitionism. Everyone is oversharing. People post what they eat, what they think, who they love, and what they are crying about at 3 a.m. They are completely transparent. And because they are completely transparent, they are entirely predictable. They have no mystery. They have no gravity. When you choose to keep your personal life personal, you create a natural magnetic pull. People are naturally drawn to what they cannot fully understand. When you do not post every move, when you do not explain your whereabouts, when you keep your inner circle incredibly tight, you build an aura of high value. People should look at your life and wonder how you are doing so well. They should see the results, but never the blueprint. They should see the empire, but never the construction site. This is how you protect your energy from envy, from sabotage, and from the negative projections of average minds. If you do not master this now, the consequences will be severe. We are living through a brutal shift. The year 2026 does not tolerate mediocrity. It does not reward the people who are just making noise. Look around you. The people who talk the loudest are usually the ones struggling the most. They are masking their insecurities with words. They are trying to convince themselves that they matter. If you continue down the path of constant noise, you will become a casualty of this era. You will wake up 5 years from now, looking at a life that feels completely hollow, realizing you spent all your time talking about greatness instead of achieving it. You will be forgotten, but it does not have to be that way. You have the power to change the channel right now. You can choose to step into the shadows. You can choose to let your results do the talking. Imagine the feeling of stepping into a room months from now, completely transformed. Your finances are different. Your body is different. Your mind is sharp as a razor, and nobody saw it coming. That is the winning vibe. That is what it means to stay silent and win. Let the world wonder. Let them guess. Let them talk. You just keep winning. If you are ready to claim this high-value mindset, if you are ready to lock in and let your execution speak for you, do not just leave this video. Lock it into your subconscious. Like this video to signal your commitment. Subscribe to this channel to stay anchored in power. And right now, go down to the comments and type, "I am unstoppable," to seal this energy into your reality. Move in silence. Let them hear the victory.